Hello, my dear friends, beloved brothers, sisters, and elders of the Healthy Living with Van Van channel. Today, I would like to invite you to sit down with me, and together we'll have a heart-to-heart talk about our eyes. The very windows to our souls. In the old days, people worried that as they aged, their vision would decline. They couldn't see far, and had to use reading glasses for newspapers. But nowadays, not only the elderly, even young people in their 20s or 30s often complain. My eyes are always dry, staring at a screen makes them ache, and it feels like there's sand in my eyes. Yes, my friends, this is the modern age illness, dry eyes and eye strain. An inevitable consequence of phones, TVs, and computers, things that are almost inseparable from our daily lives. Dry eyes and eye strain. A new illness of the 21st century. In the past, dry eyes were rarely mentioned. Today, it has become one of the leading reasons why patients visit ophthalmologists. An international study showed 1 in 3 people who use computers regularly suffer from dry eyes. In Vietnam, the number of young people with this condition is rising sharply, especially among office workers, students, and even children. People jokingly call it the screen syndrome, because the longer you stare at screens, the drier, more tired, and blurrier your eyes become. Why do our eyes get dry so easily with phones and computers? Every time we blink, our eyes are coated with a thin tear film, like dew refreshing a leaf. But when we stare at a screen, our blink rate drops by half, making tears evaporate faster, leaving the cornea dry and irritated. Other factors add to this. Blue light from screens strains the eye muscles and disrupts focus. Air conditioning dries the air, making tears evaporate faster. Staying up late, scrolling in the dark, overstresses the eyes. All of these are products of our modern lifestyle. Early signs of dry eyes and eye strain. Many think dry eyes are just mild irritation. In reality, symptoms are more varied, a gritty sensation, as if dust is in the eye. Blurred vision when reading for long periods. Paradoxical watery eyes, the tear glands overcompensate. Pain in the eye sockets, especially after TV or computer use. Light sensitivity. Sunlight makes eyes even more uncomfortable. Some of my patients came worried, "Doctor, my eyes sting and blur. I'm afraid I have cataracts or macular degeneration." In truth, many just had chronic dry eyes. Left unaddressed, it can seriously affect vision quality. When does dry eye become a concerning disease? Usually, short-term dryness improves with rest. But warning signs include persistent dryness for over 3 months. Regular eye drops bring no relief. Constant redness, burning, or discomfort. Reduced vision, foggy as if covered by mist. These may signal chronic dry eye syndrome, a tear gland disorder requiring medical care. Risk factors for worsening dry eyes. Not only screens. Several other risks include age, after 50, natural tear production drops. Hormonal changes, especially after menopause. Systemic diseases, diabetes, rheumatoid arthritis, thyroid disorders. Medications, antihistamines, antidepressants, blood pressure drugs. So, dry eyes are not just about phones, it's often multiple factors combined. A patient's story. I remember a retired teacher in her 60s. She said, "Every time I read, after just 15 minutes, my eyes blur, sting, and tear up. I thought it was cataracts, but the doctor said it's just dry eyes." She used to watch TV daily, scroll her phone for news, without noticing the strain. Eventually, just sitting in front of a screen made her eyes burn. With treatment and lifestyle changes, like sitting farther from the TV, resting every 20 minutes, using artificial tears, her eyes improved greatly. She smiled and said, "Turns out, eyes are like plants. They need watering, or else they dry out." The 20-20-20 rule for eye protection. Ophthalmologists recommend this golden rule. After every 20 minutes of screen time, look away. Focus on something 20 feet, 6 meters, away, for at least 20 seconds. This small habit allows eyes to rest and rebalance. Caring for dry, tired eyes. Simple things you can do at home. Blink often, consciously remind yourself. Use artificial tears, safe for daily use. Gentle eye massage, improves blood flow. Stay hydrated, 1.5 to 2 liters daily. Eat omega-3 rich foods, salmon, mackerel, flaxseed, walnuts. Wear protective glasses outdoors. Adjusting your environment. For office workers under air conditioning, I recommend a humidifier in the room. Avoid sitting directly under AC vents. Keep 50 to 70 centimeters distance from computer screens, 2 to 3 meters from TV. Ensure proper lighting, avoid working in the dark. When to see a doctor. If lifestyle changes don't help, and symptoms include declining vision, persistent pain or redness, blurred vision even at rest, then you should see an eye specialist. Sometimes, dry eye is a sign of tear gland or autoimmune disease needing early treatment. A gentle philosophy: don't let the windows of your soul close too soon. Our eyes are faithful companions, letting us enjoy sunsets, see our grandchildren's smiles, and read our favorite books. Yet in this fast-paced life, we often exploit them, staying up late, glued to screens, neglecting care. Dry eyes and strain are not deadly diseases, but ignoring them robs us of life's most beautiful moments. Part 2. Diabetic retinopathy. Many people are shocked when told, "Doctor, I thought diabetes only damaged kidneys or the heart. I never knew it could blind me." Yes, dear friends, this is why I want to share today a dangerous, often overlooked complication that can steal our sight if ignored. Why does diabetes damage the retina? Our eyes are like a delicate camera. The retina is the film at the back of the eye, recording images to send to the brain. High blood sugar slowly damages tiny vessels nourishing the retina. At first, they swell like balloons, leak fluid and blood. Over time, the retina becomes oxygen-starved, forcing new abnormal vessels to grow. These vessels are fragile, easily rupturing, causing bleeding, scarring, and eventually blindness. Put simply, diabetes tears apart the precious film, leaving images blurred, distorted, then gone. Why is diabetic retinopathy so dangerous? Its greatest danger: early stages have almost no symptoms. Patients still read, shop, watch TV, until serious damage has already set in. By the time vision blurs noticeably, the disease is often advanced. Consequences include vitreous hemorrhage, dark floaters or spots, retinal detachment, neovascular glaucoma, and finally, irreversible blindness. Early warning signs. Though silent, watch for these signals: temporary blurred vision, floaters, dark spots in vision, distorted or warped images, poor night vision, sudden eye bleeding obscuring sight. If you have diabetes and notice these, please don't delay, see an ophthalmologist immediately. A patient's story that haunts me. A retired teacher, over 60, diabetic for 15 years, came when her vision declined rapidly. She could only make out human shapes. Examining her eyes, I saw massive hemorrhages, abnormal vessels everywhere. She cried, "Doctor, I just want to see my grandchild grow up, but now I see nothing." If only she had routine checkups earlier, it wouldn't have reached this stage. That memory reminds me to always warn my patients: never neglect your eyes when you have diabetes. Who is at higher risk? Not every diabetic goes blind, but risks increase with diabetes for over 10 years. Poorly controlled blood sugar, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, pregnancy with diabetes, smoking, sedentary lifestyle. The more factors combined, the greater the damage. Stages of diabetic retinopathy. Non-proliferative stage: small vessels swell, leak, causing macular edema. Often symptom-free. Proliferative stage: abnormal new vessels grow, rupture, bleed, scar, detach the retina. This stage is dangerous, often leading to blindness. Early detection is critical. Regular eye exams, the strongest weapon. The American Diabetes Association recommends Type 2 diabetes, eye exam right at diagnosis. Type 1 diabetes, eye exam 5 years after onset. Then, at least once a year, or more if damage is present. Exams are not just vision tests, but include retinal imaging, fluorescein angiography, and October scans. Current treatments. Depending on stage, laser photocoagulation burns oxygen-starved retinal areas, preventing abnormal vessels. Anti-VEGF injections stop new vessel growth. Vitrectomy surgery for severe bleeding or retinal detachment. But remember, stable blood sugar control is the foundation. Without it, any treatment may fail. What patients can do. Besides medical care, simple habits help: control blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol. No smoking, limit alcohol. Eat greens, omega-3 rich fish, avoid refined sugars. Regular exercise for circulation. Follow-up visits as advised. A quiet destroyer. Philosophy from this illness. What strikes me most is how diabetic retinopathy is silent, painless, yet steals light away. It's like time itself, quietly slipping by until suddenly, youth is gone. Eyes are our windows to the soul. Losing them means losing not only vision, but also the joy of simple things, watching children, reading books, admiring sunsets. A message for loved ones. If you have family with diabetes, please remind them. Regular eye exams can save a lifetime of sight. Don't wait until vision fades. And if you have diabetes yourself, care for your eyes as carefully as your heart and liver. Dear friends, dry eyes and eye strain, modern problems, can be controlled if we know how. The 20-20-20 rule: hydration, proper nutrition, and rest. Caring for our eyes is caring for our soul. And diabetic retinopathy, though dangerous, can be prevented with blood sugar control and timely eye checkups. Don't let your eyes weep silently from our neglect. I hope after today's talk, we will cherish our eyes more, to see life clearly and completely. Thank you for listening. If you find this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Healthy Living with Van Van, so we can continue this journey of health together.